Do I go into fantasy? Do I escape myself a lot? Do I use other things to numb out my life? Do I have a hard time staying present? Do I abandon myself? Do I travel a lot? Do I work a lot? Ask yourself all those questions. And I bet underneath those things, there is some trauma there you have not looked at. Because again, I'm going to say never underestimate trauma. Trauma will win every time. Shh. Welcome to the Secret Life Podcast. Tell me your secret. I'll tell you mine. Sometimes you have to go through the darkness to reach the light. That's what I did. After 12 years of recovery in sex and love addiction, I finally found my soulmate, myself. Please join me in my novel, Secret Life of a Hollywood Sex and Love Addict, a 4-time bestseller on Amazon. It's a brutal, honest, raw, gnarly ride, but hilarious at the same time. Check it out now on Amazon. Welcome to Secret Life Podcast. I am Brianne Davis-Gantt. Today I'm pulling back the curtains of all kinds of human secrets. We'll hear about what people are hiding from themselves or others. You know those deep, dark secrets you probably want to take to your grave? Or those lighter, funnier secrets that are just plain embarrassing? Join me each week as we take a deep dive into one subject, exploring the how, what, when, where, and why of it all. Get ready for a more focused and revealing journey of the human experience. This is a new chapter of Secret Life, and I am so excited for you to join the ride with me. Today, we are talking about dun dun dun. Never underestimate trauma. Trauma. Oh my God, people underestimate trauma. They underestimate it for all of their behaviors. And I saw it today. Today, we had a full-blown intervention with a client of ours. I know she'd be really proud of herself. She's on her way right now for rehab. And the rehab was asking, how is she doing? And she had to be carried off the private plane, and they're like, oh, it's the gin. And I'm like, no, it's not the fucking gin. It's the trauma. The trauma is coming out. The trauma is what the gin was about. And that's what I was trying to say. Never underestimate trauma. It's the trauma that makes us drink. It's the trauma that makes us be in toxic relationships. It's the trauma that makes us go from relationship to relationship. It's the trauma chasing that sexuality that you want to come all the time. Who's my next partner? Who's my next partner? Who's my next partner? It's the trauma that wants to make more money, make more money. I'm going to work harder, get more clients, get the CEO position. I'm going to work harder, get more money, my bank account. Oh my God, money, 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 money. That's the trauma. That's all trauma. More clothes, more Hermes bags, more Chanel bags. I mean, I'm guilty of that too. I just bought another one. I'm guilty. The nicer car, the hotter girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever you're into. That is trauma. More. Empty, empty, empty. Trauma. And so today I wanted to talk about it. I know we just did toxic positivity doesn't fix trauma, but nothing fixes trauma, and never underestimate trauma. Trauma is under every behavior. Sex, drugs, gambling, shopping, everything. It's under everything. And it just really showed its ugly head today, even with dealing and working with somebody that has 35 years of recovery and them just saying it's the alcohol. And I'm just screaming, no, it's the motherfucking trauma. It's the trauma. Because the trauma is what her and I were bringing up. We were bringing up all the trauma, the sexual trauma. And right when we were getting the toxic love and the trauma from the toxic love, she fucking shut down and disappeared for 5 days and went into isolation and used an old behavior and the toxic love and reshamed herself And then all of it came bubbling up. And it's like, that's what happened. It's the trauma that causes the addiction. It's the trauma that causes the pain. It's the trauma that causes wanting to unzip your skin and crawl out of it. It's the trauma that causes people to jump off bridges. It's the trauma. And we keep missing that, especially with mental health and addiction. We are missing the trauma. And I'm getting really tired of people not doing that work or leaning into that work. And even the mental health facility people, yes, we want to heal the chemical addiction, and I'm totally down for it, but we got to get to the trauma. That's the reason it's such a struggle. So never underestimate trauma. I underestimated the trauma. I kept thinking for years, like, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, people have been through worse. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I hear just in my 25 clients right now that they're like, oh, but so many people had it worse than me. People are living in Africa with nothing, or people have worse situations than I do, or they grew up in worse situation. And I keep saying it doesn't matter the degree of how bad your trauma is. Trauma is trauma. Trauma is trauma in any form it comes in. That means if it's just you being neglected as a child, say your parent worked a lot and weren't around and you were raised by nannies. Let's just say that. Like you were still taken care of. That is neglect. That is child neglect by your parents. That creates trauma. Neglect is trauma. Say your parent left. That's abandonment issues. That is trauma. Any sexual abuse, that is trauma, whether it's small, which I don't think there's anything. If somebody's like, well, it wasn't like I was raped with some stranger, I'm like, you were molested. That is trauma. But I wanted it. No, you didn't. If it's not consent, you did not want it. That is trauma. I was just dealing with another client that he was saying, I didn't, I thought he was attractive. I was like, no, you didn't. You were 10, 12 years younger than him. You were in middle school. No, you didn't want it. He was an adult. That is trauma. And so in our little brains, we try to justify the trauma and then we carry that into adulthood, thinking it's okay. Because that's a survival tactic. I get it. I did it myself. I blacked my sexual trauma out. I didn't even remember it until I was in my late 20s. But now, when you know the trauma happened, I'm asking you to ask yourself, was there any sexual trauma? What was I neglected? Was there abandonment issues? Do I go into fantasy? Do I escape myself a lot? Do I use other things to numb out my life? Do I have a hard time staying present? Do I abandon myself? Do I travel a lot? Do I work a lot? Ask yourself all those questions. And I bet underneath those things, there is some trauma there you have not looked at. Because again, I'm going to say never underestimate trauma. Trauma will win every time. It is stuck in your body, and sooner or later, it's going to come out. It's going to turn into sickness. Another one of my clients right now is getting sick constantly. Constantly, she's getting sick. And it's because she's not dealing with the trauma. Your body will manifest into sickness. You will get the flu. You will get COVID. You will then get some weird chronic illness they cannot figure out. And you will keep going to doctors and they won't know what it is. And it's like, because of that trauma you're not dealing with, it will get you every single time. So if you have a weird illness, if you just don't feel good all the time, look at it. Is there underlying trauma you haven't dealt with? Is there things in your past that you are blacking out that you cannot remember? That could be it. If you're in an ultimate state of depression, having trouble getting up in the morning, that's you. Something in the past is happening. If you're in a state of depression, there's trauma in the past happening. Look at it there. Never underestimate trauma. It will win every time. So pause. I always say pause. What's going on? What's going on? Why do I feel this way? Why do I keep coming back to the same behavior over and over again and nothing is changing? Trauma. Trauma exists. Even if you look like you grew up in the most perfect household and everything looks fine, but something's a little off inside of me, I'm not happy, AKA happy, or I have trouble feeling feelings, or I'm always escaping myself, or my reality is never enough for me. I then always say, okay, something else is going on underneath there. Do some writing on it. Do some free form writing. That's something I always recommend, where you just start scribbling, almost scribbling like. That's one of the exercises I have. Scribble, 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 scribble. And say it out loud, talk out loud what the scribbles are saying. And sometimes you can release a feeling or a thought or something that is stuck in the form of a trauma. It's like fast, angry writing and see what comes out. That's a good thing to release some kind of unknown trauma stuck in your body. Because I'm going to repeat it again. Never underestimate trauma. It wins every time. It will get you in the end. Because even now, I'm dealing with a 65-year-old. Trauma's going to win. And he keeps trying to escape it, and it's going to win every single time. You cannot escape it, no matter how rich you get, how successful you get, how attractive you are, how you have everything, how many grandchildren you have, the perfect partner you have, the beautiful house. Trauma doesn't fucking care. It will win every time. It will take you to your knees. So I am asking you to pause and see why I keep trying to escape myself. And most of the time, there's undealt trauma underneath. And the best thing to do is to sit and see, why am I trying to escape? Because it isn't the behavior. It isn't the shopping. It isn't the wine at the end of the day, the gin to not feel my feelings, the Vyvanse that I'm overtaking because I can't sit with myself, the video games I am playing too much, the prostitutes I am buying, the toxic relationship I cannot get out of, the posts I am doing, the TikToks I am posting to get the likes, the mini Hermes bags or Chanel bags or Louis Vuitton shoes you want. Underneath all of that crap is trauma. And there's no amount of stuff, people, places, or things that can make trauma go away. So sit with it, feel it, get through it, and then those behaviors will go away. And so here's what I'm going to ask. Do you want those behaviors to go away? Do you want freedom? Do you want to surrender and to let go of that willingness and to walk through the fire and let that shit burn and come out on the other side a free person, not attached to anything anymore, and to feel and to be free? Because that's what you will get. If not, you will stay in the same cycle over and over again, blaming the behavior instead of what's underneath the behavior, which is always unfelt trauma. Because never underestimate fucking trauma. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed Secret Life Podcast. I love to hear what you think of today's episode and all that went on this week. It was a crazy week of interventions. It was a crazy week of people feeling their traumas. It was an intense week for me. Oh my God. And if there is something you want to talk about, please reach out to me. It was so wonderful. And send me a note at secretlifepodcast@icloud.com. Until next time. Thanks again for listening to the show. Please subscribe, rate, share, or send me a note at secretlifepodcast.com. And if you like to check out my book, head over to secretlifenovel.com or Amazon to pick up a copy for yourself or someone you love. Thanks again. See you soon.